Hello, guys, and welcome to the season review. I think this is episode 20. Obviously, this is just a quick review of what we've done during the season. First part's actually in the game, the second part's on the Wikipedia, which I've made. It hasn't actually been updated fully yet, so I'm going to do it in separate points, but I might as well show you this for now. So, as you know, Harry Campbell had a decent season, played 56 games and only conceded 55, so he was still had a very good season. Star players, probably Scott Barrow had a decent season. Alex Lacey had a very good season. Charlie Oliver had a decent one. Greg Ollie also had a decent season. New signing Callum Whelan had a great one. Brandon Alviero had a good one, and also did Thompson. Darcy Deloney had a very good season and all. 9 goals, 6 assists. Preston ended as our top scorer with 13 goals. I think second place was 12, I think, with Alexander. So he did a very good season there. Tyreek Bakinson, he was a good loanee. Pretty solid season from Stanisic. Schreier's was a decent pick and all. He had a decent assist rate. John McAtee was also a free agent that we brought in, and he scored 9 goals, so that's a good effort. Matthew Alexander, the new signing, he did alright. Joe Grayson was also a nice additive to the team. I think he contributed very well. Nicky Devericks did okay in his second season. Dobra and Morias. Morias was a bit disappointing, but he was injured most of the season, so there's not much we can do there. We will go to the Panorama. Barnet ended up beating Hartlepool in the final 2-3. It's just one of them games. It looks like Pavey, they got it in the last 20 minutes of the game, so that's good going. These are top scorers. Alfie Pavey did well, so he was obviously the major role in it. Preston there with Alexander, Darcy getting in there along with Ollie. So that's good going really. I'll just see if we've got any in the average rating. Oh, Marcier. He also had a very good season with us. 9 assists in 14 games, so I cannot complain about him. Obviously, we had many transfers in this do-up. I'll just get to there now. Obviously, Oliver and JJ O'Donnell. I don't know if I told you about JJ O'Donnell, but they triggered his release clause and he's gone now. So McAtee, Morias, Alexander, Schreier, Solomon, Whelan, Cavallo. I don't actually know. Oh, he's coming next season, maybe. Oh, these are all the next season players, all these pending players. My God, I've got a few coming. Stanisic, Gashwill, Maya von Schrotter, Powell I sent home because he was doing horrendous. Well, not horrendous. I just didn't play him. I didn't need him. He only played 2 games. He was a little bit solid, but what can you do? Aviero had another good season. Bakinson, Dobra, Connor Simpson. He was the second striker we brought in on loan, just as Alexander was leaving. He got 5 goals in 11 games, so he did alright. Marcier did very well. Grayson, and then all the rest of these players that went out on loan did okay. JJ O'Donnell, before he left, was having a stellar performance. 15 games and 2 goals. Greenfield had a very good season, and he'll be a prospect for next season to actually start. 46 games, 8 goals, 12 assists. So that is a very good effort. Geshwill, 35 appearances and 4 goals. He'll probably replace Scott Barrow next season, unfortunately for him. Paul Blackett had a very good season, all 47 games, 14 goals, 11 assists, but he'll probably be released at the end of the season. Guthrie for Bath, 51 games, 62 conceded. I'm not exactly sure how bad Bath did that season. Should we have a good look? Bath, they came 4th. That's not a bad shout, really. Can't complain. So they did very well, to be fair. We might as well have a look around the world. I think everyone should be done by now. But I might as well look at the Premier League. Man City came away with a 1-point lead over Tottenham. Liverpool, the reigning champions, didn't do too well, and relegated was Palace. Fulham, who we played against in the Cup, and West Brom. Championship was won by Fulham. Oh, no, that was last season. Never mind. Let me look. competitions, England Championship was won by Norwich. They came up along with Huddersfield, and Leeds and Southampton are yet to play in the playoff, it looks like. So that's a good going. No one really cares about League 1 or 2. I guess we could see who's coming down. Mansfield came away with a win. Morecambe, another local team for me, and Grimsby have come down. The FA Cup is between Fulham and Liverpool. That's interesting. So we'll see who comes away with that win in the end. The Carabao Cup went to Liverpool, it looks like. What else we got? Community Shield, Chelsea, Leasing Cup, Millwall, English FA, so FA Trophy, Gateshead. We come away with a win, which is a very nice shout. What we can do quickly is have a look at the reserves. They had a much better performance this season, so there might be some graduates. We'll have to have a look at that at some point. But 5th with 22 points, 11 wins, 3 draws, 8 losses. So I can't complain with that. There won't be any scorers from us because none of them are on a professional contract. So I'll come back to you when bloody hell, Lee Connolly. That is a very good performance. I've actually scouted him. But yes, I'll bring you back when needed anyway. Hello guys, and welcome to the wiki. Obviously I've just shown you the season review within the game. So I've slightly updated the wiki at the moment. So obviously I'm the manager. The stadium's still the same. Same capacity, but the average went up by 1,000 this year. So 2,000 on average turned up to all the games. League position, we obviously finished 5th, as you know. The FA Cup, we won up to the 3rd round, replay against Fulham. We managed to hold a draw at home, but unfortunately we went 3-0 down there. The FA Trophy, we won it, 1-0 against Aldershot at Wembley, as you all know. So we'll shut that down just so less tabs are open. This is the overview that I've got. It's just basically a write-up of what I've showed you this season, so it's not that important, but it's there if need be. Season results are all there. You all know the season results, but that's how that went. Obviously, Dagenham and Redbridge went up. Hartlepool just missed out in the playoff against Barnet, so Barnet went up with 84 points, but their goal difference was miles better than Hartlepool's. Obviously, we finished down in 5th. And Torquay, where most of our loanee players finished 7th, so we probably carried them there, to be fair. All the squad stats are up there. Obviously, Harry Campbell having to play a lot of games this season compared to last. Alexander getting the 5 in. But yeah, we played 61 games this season, which is to be fair, very, very impressive. Obviously, these are all the transfers that occurred this year. Transfers out, big key ones is it Connor Oliver or Charlie Oliver? One of the Olivers have gone to Stockport, as you know, and JJ O'Donnell left. We got a few new permanent signings in, and some of them will be featuring a lot next season. With a few players leaving the club, which was very much needed, to be fair. The staff stayed the same, so haven't had to do anything. Awards. So we went with Bakinson with June, Darcy with July, Oliver with August, Preston with September, Ollie with October, Alexander November, McTee December, Alexander January, Ollie February, Darcy March, April was Preston, and because Lacey got the winner in the FA Trophy, I gave him that. So the most appearances obviously was Harry Campbell having to play in net with 56. Most goals, Jordan Preston managed to get 1 over on Alexander. Most assists was Ollie and Barrow, both on 9. And most yellow cards with Lacey was 12. Most red cards, Barrow, Oliver and Von Schrotter with 2. Highest average rating was Luca Marcila with 7.71, which is quite an impressive score. Although he didn't play that many games, he was banging in the assists. Player of the season, I decided to give to Greg Ollie with his 9 goals and 8 assists. He had a very, very good start to the season, and he was pretty consistent by the end of it. A young player of the season was on loanee Darcy. He played very well, 9 goals, 6 assists. Old player of the season goes to Scott Barrow. I think next season he'll feature a little bit less with Gershil coming in. He was on loan at Torquay last year and he was playing very well there. So I think Barrow might be losing his place slightly. And the signing of the season, it always has to be a permanent one. And I gave it to Suleiman because he's been playing well. Team of the season that I haven't actually put on yet, and neither of the other leagues. But not that it massively matters. But I'll show you them now, and then that'll be it before the season finished. So City won the Prem. Norwich, League 1 was Peterborough. League 2 was Mansfield. Mansfield did doing very well. Vanarama, obviously Dagenham, and York coming up with Billericay also coming up. FA Cup was Liverpool, so was Carabao. Fulham, who we got knocked out by in the FA Cup, did very well. Community Shield, Chelsea won. Leasing Cup was Millwall. We obviously beat Aldershot in the FA Trophy. And then the various German and start of Italian leagues. Zebre, obviously Juve. The various Italian Ladbrokes, which are obviously Scotland. Celtic beat Rangers once again. Ladbroke Championship, St Johnstone, Rafe. Scottish Cup, blah blah blah, nobody cares. It's more the Champions Cup. It was surprisingly Milan beat Real Madrid to the title. Club World Championships was Liverpool. Euro Super Cup was also Liverpool. Euro Cup was Paris Saint-Germain. There's apparently no Euro Cup 2. I don't actually know what that means, but that is what happened this season. I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next season. Bye-bye.